Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Bookshelf. Today we are exploring episode 90. Have you ever pushed through a grueling high, legs aching and completely spent, only to feel a wave of serene, soaring peace wash over you the moment you reach the peak? Or have you ever cried your eyes out during a time of deep heartbreak and suddenly felt an unexpected sense of emotional lightness and release afterward? We often think this profound sense of relief is just a psychological trick, but the truth is far more fascinating. It is actually a special internal recipe whipped up by your own brain. This magical compound is our body's natural painkiller and ultimate source of bliss, endorphin. Today, we are diving back into David JP Phillips' incredible book, The Six Who Rule Your Life. Before we explore the chapter on endorphin, let me tell you a bit about the author. David is a brain expert from Sweden who once battled severe depression. During his darkest years, he used his scientific curiosity to study neurobiology. He discovered that our feelings are deeply ruled by six core neurochemicals. By turning his own brain into a living laboratory, he learned how to manually flip this chemical switch, ultimately lifting himself out of depression. His book is a practical guide showing that your brain is actually a perfect happiness factory. Let's start by decoding what endorphins actually are. The word endorphin comes from endogenous, meaning inside the body, and morphine, a powerful painkiller. Phillips explained that from an evolutionary standpoint, endorphins act as an ancient survival shield. Imagine a human ancestor being bitten by a wild animal while hunting thousands of years ago. Without modern medicine, collapsing from pain meant becoming a tiger's lunch. To save their life, the brain would instantly flood the body with endorphins, blocking pain signal from reaching the nervous system. This temporary numbness allowed the injured hunter to run back to the safety of the tribe. The author related this to a modern phenomenon known as the runner's high. When you run a long distance, your muscles ache and your lungs burn. Your brain screams at you to stop, but if you push through the difficult wall, a miracle happens. The pain vanishes, your breathing eases, and you feel like you are floating on a wave of pure joy. Your brain perceives the extreme physical stress as a threat and opens the endorphin floodgates to protect you. However, Phillips warned that modern life has become far too comfortable. We sit on soft couches in air-conditioned rooms, avoiding any form of physical discomfort. But here is a biological paradox. When we run away from sweat and exertion, our brains never get the signal to release endorphins. This lack of natural painkillers leaves us with an incredibly low tolerance for discomfort, making us vulnerable to mental fatigue and emptiness. To expand on this, let's look at John Ratey's classic book, Spark. The revolutionary new science of exercise and the brain. The Harvard professor proves that intense exercise doesn't just build muscle, it remodels the brain. High-intensity workout trigger endorphin that teams up with a protein called BDNF to repair and grow brain cells. This combination physically washes away anxiety and depression. Furthermore, another psychological masterpiece, The Science of Happiness, reveals that the brain cannot tell the difference between physical pain and emotional heartbreak. When your heart breaks, the exact same pain center lights up as if you broke a bone. This explains why a good cry brings relief. Crying triggers endorphin, acting as a biological band-aid for a wounded soul. History is full of great minds who use this sign to bloom amidst suffering. Consider Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India. During his fight for independence, his greatest weapon were nonviolent resistance and long hunger strike. Starvation causes immense physical suffering as the body sounds an emergency alarm. Yet, historical footage show Gandhi smiling with absolute peace even during his longest fast. Modern medicine shows that during prolonged fasting, the brain enters a unique state, releasing heavy amounts of endorphin to protect vital organs. Guided by a powerful purpose, Gandhi sublimated this physical chemistry into an unbreakable inner joy that moved the entire world. Even ancient spiritual texts point to this exact biological wisdom. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22 states, "A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dry up the bones." 3,000 years ago, humans knew nothing about neurotransmitters. Yet, this verse aligns perfectly with modern neuroscience. A joyful heart releases endorphins and dopamine, boosting immunity and repairing cells like a natural medicine. On the flip side, a crushed spirit releases chronic cortisol, which literally degrades bone density over time, drying up the bones. So, how do we actively awaken this sleeping endorphin in our comfortable modern life? Here are 3 simple strategies you can practice today. Strategy 1. Embrace healthy discomfort. Stop running away from sweat. Dedicate time each week for a high-intensity workout or a solid run. When your body starts to feel tired and you want to quit, remind yourself that your endorphin factory is turning on and push for 5 more minutes. If intense workouts aren't for you, try taking a cold shower for the last 30 seconds of your bath. Or enjoy a spicy meal, because spiciness is technically a pain sensation. It tricks your brain into releasing a quick dose of endorphin. Strategy 2. Create an adversity press list. When facing a bad day, don't let your mind dwell on the negative. Open your phone or notebook and list 3 things you are deeply grateful for despite the current challenge, or loudly sing a couple of your favorite uplifting songs. The physical vibration of singing combined with intentional gratitude acts as a mental circuit breaker, stopping stress hormones and causing out endorphins. Before we close, Phillips shared a wonderful scientific secret. The human brain is surprisingly easy to trick. When you smile, even if it is a completely fake smile, your brain cannot tell the difference. As long as your facial muscle pull upward, the brain assumes you are happy and begins releasing endorphin. So, your micro action for today is very simple. Smile more. Take just 1 minute today to look in the mirror and give yourself a big bright smile. Or share a warm smile with a family member or a cashier on your way home. This tiny movement will kickstart your endorphin factory and brighten the world around you. The medicine for joy has been in your hand all along. We have reached the end of our show. If you found today's episode valuable, please share it with your friends and loved ones. Wishing you peace and health. I will see you all next week.